Hello, everyone. Welcome to another weekly oracle message for the Zodiac signs, where I will pull one card for each of the Zodiac signs. This week, we are working with the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. I am not affiliated in any way, but I love and adore Alana Fairchild and all of her works, and I do highly recommend her. But this week, the Sacred Rebels are coming through to give us a message. As you know, we all embody the full Zodiac, so I encourage you to watch the full thing and get a message for each of them. And if you know your rising sign, you can apply the house meaning to the message that's coming through for each of the signs. But if you just want to watch your sun, moon, and rising and don't want to hear all that nonsense and surf through to find your messages through the whole thing, they will be released individually tomorrow. So I'm so excited to get into it. This will be a general reading, so generally it will apply to you, and it will apply to you generally. And so there is no more personal readings, though. For now, personal readings are not being offered, although if you would like a personal reading, there is still a wait list. You can go ahead and go to celestialgrove.academy and you can get on the wait list for any personal readings if you really wanted one. But I'm no longer doing personal readings, and check out celestialgrove.academy for the courses and the books and the special offerings that we have. All kinds of cool stuff. So I just want to put that in. And it is Leo season at the time of the release of this video, so we will be starting with Leo. Let's get right into it, shall we? Leo, you got 36. Listening for truth. Leo, I feel the need for you to be in silence this week, to take time to just be with you. You need to be with you. You need to be with you to help renew you. You need you to renew you. And really, this is a message I would only give to Leos. It would seem like I could see myself giving it to someone else, but Leo, it's like it's time for you to put your self-love and self-care into action for yourself. And this is in the private times. This is not for show. This is not in public. This is in the private space. It's time for you to show up for you in the private times that matter. You need your self-love. You need your self-care. And you need time to sit in the silence so that you can bring your answers to you. You need to give yourself time to be in the stillness, to just enjoy the moment, enjoy the peace of the moment, even if it's only at 2 a.m. in the morning that you can find this stillness and quiet time. You need to find your time that you can be in the stillness. There's some answers there that your soul has been seeking. And it can only be found in the stillness. But also there's this call and a need to show up for yourself, to really be there for you, Leo. It's time to be there for you. And it's not showing up for yourself in the big ways. It's showing up for yourself in those small ways, in the moments where nobody sees and nobody knows but you. These little moments that you show up for you is going to help you so much in the long run. You need to show up for you now, yes, but really for all of us in the long run. In the bigger picture, you showing up for yourself now makes a big difference to all of us later. So be willing to show up for yourself. And only you can know if you do this, because I'm talking about showing up for yourself in the private moments, in the times where no one else sees, no one else knows but you. And I'm also hearing to not give up on your dreams, to keep believing in the possibility of your dreams and keep moving forward. Look at all that you have accomplished and think about all that you could accomplish. But don't overthink it, Leo. Don't overthink this at all. Really show up for yourself. That's what I'm hearing. Show up for yourself and be willing to find stillness and peace so that you can listen for your truth. All right, Leo, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Virgo, you got big, bold vision, number 15. So what I'm hearing, Virgo, is big, bold visions take time. So big, bold visions require patience. You must have patience for the big, bold vision that you are beginning to implement. You've got to... It feels like this is so big that you have to cut it up into chunks. Like you can't take all of this on at once. You must cut it down. You must cut it into chunks and believe in yourself and execute each piece to its fullest. And I really feel like this is a week of executing those pieces that you cut the big bold vision into tiny pieces that you can execute, and it's just a week of executing those pieces to the fullest, but you're not even halfway there. You've only just begun by doing a full week of execution. So it's a continual execution. It's taking action on the small things that you can now so that the big, bold vision can be created. So you have to continually take action on the small things, and you need to focus on just that small thing, which, I mean, this is your forte, Virgo. This is what you're meant to do. So really, I feel like one of the messages that is really coming out for you, Virgo, is just to keep moving forward, keep believing in yourself as you move forward. There's a need to be mindful of your heart with every step that you take. You need to be mindful of your heart and the heart that you're putting into it, because that's the heart that you're going to get out of the big vision. The heart that you put into the detail will be the heart that you get out of the big overall picture. And there's a need to get creative with the way that you move. To be creative with how you go about accomplishing this. And there's a need to believe in yourself, believe in your abilities. Like, what I heard from Virgos there was, oh yeah, like I need to believe in myself more. I believe in myself. I know I can do it, which is good. That's the right attitude to have, Virgo. I appreciated that. So yeah, open up to the possibility of making this happen one step at a time, one piece at a time, by mastering one piece and one step with heartfelt, bold vision. You got this, Virgo. I believe in you. I know that you guys can do this. Like, there is no doubt in my mind. I'm excited to see what the world comes up with, or what comes of the world, because Virgo is willing to act on this big, bold vision one piece at a time. And I know that you're going to do such a wonderful job. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Libra, you got number 4, against the grain. So Libra, I really feel like this has been coming out a lot. But I don't know, Libras, you guys are doing something pretty amazing. You're meant to. Like, this is divine. You were meant to do this. Your soul came here to do this. And it's not what people want you to do. You have to go your way, even though other people are telling you that you can't do that. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't go that way. You shouldn't be that way. I'm telling you right now that your intuition, your soul, your feelings, you know that you belong going the way that everybody tells you shouldn't go. So I'm here to help confirm your own intuition, your own inner knowing, If you don't have an inner knowing that there's like this feeling of, I have to go this way where everyone's telling me not to, then this message isn't for you. But truly, there's a need to do it your way, to go your way, to trust your intuition. If this has got to come from you, from your inner knowing, from your inner understanding. But it is divine, and you are right. You're right. They're wrong. If you would do it their way, you will fail, you will falter. It won't work out for you. It's only in doing it your way that they say that you can't, that it will prosper. Not only you, but them too. So do it your way. And know that you belong doing it your way. You belong doing it this way. But also understand, when you go against the grain, it hurts. There's pain involved. It's not easy. You have to push. You have to continually push. You know, she's swimming against the current here. Everyone else is saying go left, you're going right. Everyone else is saying go up, you're going down. It doesn't make any sense, but you belong going down. You don't belong going up. You belong going right. You belong doing this, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be easy. It doesn't mean that it's going to be without pain, without struggle. There's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of struggle, a lot of misunderstandings, but it is worth it. Trust me. They're all going right. They're all going left to fall off the cliff. You're going right, and you're going to end up in your mansion, you know? Like, they're going up, you're going down. It doesn't make sense, but you end up in heaven, they end up in hell. You know, you are meant to go against this grain. You are meant to do it your way. You are meant to push your way. Doesn't mean it'll be easy, but it does mean you're meant to, and it does mean that it will pay off. Like, that's the thing that I think is really holding you back, Libra, because you're like, I don't know, because they're saying that if I do this, there's no way it'll pay off. And I kind of agree with them. Why would it pay off, you know? And it really does seem like what they're saying to do would actually pay off. It's just not. It's not, Libra. If you really check your gut. Let me be the confirmation, but check your gut. You know that you can feel it. You're meant to do this. You're meant to go that way. Nobody could do it like you, Libra. That's why you're going to succeed like nobody else will. You got this, Libra. I believe in you. I hope that you do too. It's not going to be easy, but I do believe it'll be worth it. All right, Libra, that's the message I have for you today. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Scorpio, it's time to follow your own rhythm and to show us what you're made of. You know, deep within you, you are moved by an ancient, powerful force that cannot be tamed. Let your wild side out and show us what you're made of. It is the rising pulse of your connection to your life force. You can feel it in your bones, in your blood, in your heart, and in your belly. When there's something dying within you, you can sense it falling away because it's no longer needed. You sense when it's time to rest and be patiently in transit. Scorpio, you are being called to create, to act, to step forward and take a risk of being you and being seen for your true self. No, not very many people can take it, but that's their business. It's not yours. What people think of you is their business, not yours. You know that you can march to your own beat, that no one else can tell you what your inner rhythms are, and that you must trust your own timing. Don't let anyone rush you or force you, and don't be held back when it's time for you to burst forth. Let yourself burst forth and celebrate life and celebrate the natural rise and fall and ebb and flow of your rhythms. Feel yourself. Let yourself rest when you need to rest, and let yourself go when you need to go. The message that this oracle brings you is that you cannot miss what you're destined for. So allow yourself to rest. Nor will you gain anything by pushing yourself. Trust in the cycles, and you will feel perfect balance between effort and surrender, discipline and letting go. When it's time for the rhythm of rest, you will feel a natural slowing within you. You will be drawn into contemplation and environments that are more gentle, spacious, or nourishing. When the rhythm plays the beat in your heart, you will reach out to others to connect, dance, converse, sing, make music, and make love so that you can share your wildness. You will be drawn to uplifting groups and places where you can experience a positive, energetic exchange. Your needs will be met in harmony with your own rhythms when you honor your rhythms. All that you will miss out on by trusting this is anxiety. What you will gain is peace. All right, beloved Scorpio, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 14, going beyond the normal. So Sagittarius, I get this feeling of contemplation, of thinking. And I feel like in your contemplations, you are getting bright ideas for solutions. And Sagittarius, I want to encourage you to really think it out, journal it out, type it out, talk it out with AI. Before moving forward, really try to contemplate fully the meaning of this idea and if it's worth exploring before moving forward to explore it. And I feel like if you give yourself time to think and to contemplate, the answers will come to you. The answers that belong to your heart will come to you. But I don't know, typically I wouldn't say don't overthink this, but for you, I feel like a need to overthink this. Really overthink it, really contemplate. And does your heart belong moving this new direction? Does your heart belong working towards this solution, or is there a better way? Does your heart belong walking away or moving forward? You know, like there's a lot of contemplation, and I feel like I can't quite give you answers, which makes me feel almost ineffective. As a psychic, I should be able to tell you, which way to go. But I feel like the answers are for you to contemplate. There's a need to journal. There's a need to write it out, to get it out some way, maybe even dictate it, but a need to really think it through before moving forward, and to really consider your heart in the process. There's a deep need to consider your heart in the process and what your heart belongs doing, what your heart belongs thinking on, what your heart belongs believing in. So really take time to think it through before moving forward. Maybe overanalyze it a little bit, but don't overanalyze it too much, honestly. Don't get stuck in overanalyzation. That could be so annoying. If you feel like you are getting stuck in overanalyzation, I would say ask a beloved friend or family member to help you with these thought processes. Like, go over it with someone. And if you don't have anyone, use AI. But at the same time, if you're going to use AI, realize that it's a tool. Don't lose yourself in AI, like keep yourself, your awareness, and don't let AI teach you. You let AI work with you and you teach AI. So yeah, I mean, but there's nothing wrong with using AI either. It helps give you feedback, but just realize what you're using. You're not using like a god here, You got this, Sag. You got this. Just take time to really contemplate and think about where your heart belongs in this process. All right, Sag. I hope that this message helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Capricorn, I see relationships. I know Capricorns, you guys don't love the love readings. You don't want to know about that stuff. But for some of you Capricorns, this isn't necessarily love relationships. It could be work relationships. Things are beginning to move forward better at work. You're going to be divinely inspired of how to create more symbiotic relationships, how to work in your relationships so that the relationships can be more beneficial for everyone involved. So this is kind of like, it's a work reading. It's not really a love reading. So it's okay, Capricorn. You don't have to get all upset. Just kidding, Capricorns. I love you guys so much. But yes, I feel like you're going to be divinely inspired. And what does Capricorn need to do to be divinely inspired? Capricorn needs to keep an eye on their relationships and the dynamics of how it's going. What's going to happen is, like, if you're watching an employee work and you watch how the employees interact with each other, you're going to get a clear vision of what is needed so that they can work more efficiently, so they can work better together more efficiently. You know what I mean? Like, the vision that I'm getting is like a boss that is like looking down on factory workers, and these factory workers are having to run left to right, and the boss notices this and it's like, wait a minute, we don't have to do that. What if we pass the thing through? And then we create a different system now where it's being passed through, and like all the workers feel so much better about their job now. So they actually produce more and they make more. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of vision that I'm getting here that will be needed for you to get your inspiration for how to make your relationships more symbiotic and work for everyone for the betterment of all. You need to look at the people in your relationships and how they're doing what they're doing. This could also be translated for like an at-home thing, or a love relationship, even a partnership or a love relationship. It could be translated as like, I've been arguing a lot with my partner about the chores and everything. And then I notice that they do it this way, I do it this way. And so I'm able to come to them and be like, hey, I noticed you were doing it this way and I was doing it that way. But I think that, if you understood I do it this way and I understood that you do it that way, and we could work together, and then you'll find a way to put the puzzle pieces together so that neither one of you necessarily has to change, but that it actually works now for the systems. You know what I mean? But that happens because this time, instead of complaining while you're doing it this way and noticing that what they did earlier sabotaged you, but they didn't realize it, you know what I mean? And going to them and be like, you sabotaged me, you need to not do that. Like, instead of doing that, you just watch them and you realize why they did it. And then you go to them and you're like, hey, I noticed that you do this because of this, but that sabotages me. But that's fine, because if I do this because of that, then, and you can still do that. But now, you know what I mean? And it creates a better environment. So it's looking at them and how they do it that will inspire you to create a more symbiotic type relationship where everyone can benefit. I really do feel like Capricorn, people focus on society. Everybody's focusing on parasitic relationships. This, parasitic that, narcissistic this, narcissistic that, parasitic, narcissistic. Honestly, I really feel like we would benefit from, instead of focusing on the parasitic relationships and such, looking at what is symbiotic and how to create that symbiotic and how to live in the symbiotic. It doesn't all have to be parasitic. There is symbiotic too. So I think that for you, Capricorn, look to the side of the symbiotic and how you can create that in your life, and let it inspire you to create more beneficial relationships and life for yourself and others. So yeah, Capricorn, that is the message I have for you. And do believe in yourself. That message is coming through. I want you to know that you need to believe in yourself, that you do have this, you do have the ability, you have the powers, and you can see what you see. So believe in yourself and protect your belief in yourself. All right, Capricorn, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Aquarius, you have 32, faith in the process. So, Aquarius, I feel like you need to stop overthinking. You need to stop overthinking it, and you need to step into your faith. And what is faith? Faith is belief in the unknown. And people act like faith is like, oh, it's blind faith. It's such an awful thing. Da, 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 da. And sometimes even blind faith is a wonderful thing to have, you know? So, but honestly, I wouldn't suggest a lot of blind faith. This is not blind faith. This is true faith. This is, you put in the work. You've done what you can do. You've done everything. It's now time to have faith in the process. Overthinking is not going to help. It's not going to help anything. It'll just drag you down. You don't need to be dragged down anymore. It's time for you to trust and have faith in the process, and allow yourself to feel the belief in the possibility. Try to believe in the possibility and then feel the belief in that possibility. But yeah, what is faith? Faith is believing in the unknown. Faith is, it's holding space for the unknown to happen. It's creating atmospheres and holding space so that the unknown can step into the known. If you know it, you can't have faith in it. And people act like you can't have faith. Like they can like, I don't have faith. I know everything. Like, do you really know everything? Like, you have to have faith in some things. Whenever you start your car, you have faith that it's going to start, you know? And whenever it doesn't, you know, it's like, oh gosh, you know, you have faith that the maintenance that you do on your vehicles and your houses and your things is going to hold up, that the maintenance is going to help. It's going to help it stay maintained. You know what I mean? You don't know that. You don't know that. People think that they do. They don't. So faith is holding space for the unknown. So don't overthink and overanalyze. It's not going to help. You really need to step into the faith of the process. And part of being able to step into the faith of the process is really like looking at everything that you did. I did get the oil changed. I did get new brakes. I did take care of the tires. I did do all these things. So more than likely, whenever I get in my car, I have faith it will start up and take me where I need to go, because I did do, and I have done, and I continue to do everything that needs to be done. You know, I did put gas in the car. I will stop at the gas station and put more gas in if it needs it, you know? So I have faith that the car will keep running. That's the idea of faith in the process. You look at everything that you did and you have faith with that. And you look at how it can add up to be something. And then you have to just go outside and try to start the car and go, you know, like you have to believe in it and do it. There's a time to sit back, believe, there's time to do. And you're with both, and you need to have faith with both, and just love and trust that everything that you do and keep doing will eventually pay off. And that doesn't mean that it all will, because I do feel like, yes, some of it can fall apart. You're right. Some of it can fall apart, but it's okay. Keep believing. Don't lose that faith, even if there's just a tiny, 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 tiny spark of hope. It's enough. It's enough to keep it alive. All right, Aquarius. That's the message I have for you this week. I do hope that it helps. I hope that I helped you. Believe in yourself. You got this. Allow yourself to feel the truth of the possibilities and how awesome it could be. Feel it in your bones and in your soul too. You got this, Aquarius. With all my love. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. All right, Pisces. So Pisces, I feel like for some of you, you're receiving some devastating news. For others, you're giving some devastating news. And I feel like it doesn't matter if you're on the receiving end or the giving end. It's devastating. So Pisces, I feel like there's a need to protect your feelings. And honestly, part of protecting your feelings is giving yourself a safe space to feel them through, and to allow yourself the time to mourn and be okay with that. And there's a need softly, a tender touch. Be soft and tender with your approach of handling this. Keep the softness within you. For you and for us, we need your softness. Grief isn't the lack of love, it's a result of love at times. Grief is not the lack of love. Grief is an overflowing of love. Try to feel the love in your sadness, but don't force it. Soft, gentle, soft and gentle with your approaches here this week, Pisces. Give yourself the time and the space to cry, to grieve, to move through it. Love yourself and love others too. This is not easy. This is heavy energy. But speak your truth. Be real. And know that love is on your side. It is real, even though it's hard to understand. Love truly is part of why you're grieving. But that means that love is real. It's okay to feel, but don't let it harden you. Stay soft. All right, Pisces, all my loving prayers go out to you and to yours. I thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you for your love. So it is. That's your message this week, Pisces. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Aries, it's time to see the true you. This week, Aries, I feel like you are going to be tested in some way where the situation that you go through is going to show you what you're made of. It's going to show you who you truly are. Are you willing to look in the mirror and to see the reflection of what this situation is trying to show you, in which you would be able to change what you don't like and reinforce what you do like? Or are you going to avoid this mirror because you don't like what you see? In which case, you will reinforce what you don't like and probably get rid of what you do like subconsciously. Because you need to consciously see the truth of who you are. That's why this situation came through to you this week, to show you who you are and what you are made of. But you have to be the one brave enough to look in the mirror and do something about it. Yeah, there's some things that you did that you don't want to be. That's okay. That's who you are, though. So if you don't want to be that, you have to do something about it. If you see what you don't want to be and you say that's not me, then how can you fix it? You have to be willing to admit that that's who you are before you can be who you want to be. And you have this divine opportunity here for you this week, Aries. This situation is coming to you to show you who you are and what you're made of. If you don't like it, it's your responsibility to change it. Walking away won't change it. There's a need to be in your integrity and your truth, and to be true to yourself too. All right, Aries, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. Well, let's see. I don't know. I feel like there's something. Yeah, you've been putting too much faith in the reflections that others have of you, what they say that you are, to the point where you're not able to honor all that you are and all that you're becoming, because it's causing you to believe that you are who you're not. You are who they see in you. That's why the situation's coming to you this week, so that you can see who you are, but you have to look through the reflection of the situation and not what they see. You can't go by their reflection. You have to be willing to look at your own reflection this week, Aries. All right, Aries. It's a little confusing. I hope that this message helps you. I hope that you get out of it something good. I feel like message has been said now, so I hope that this message helps. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Taurus, I feel like the world is yours. And I also hear the song, like I want to sing this song, dream a beautiful dream of yours. I don't even know if that's a real song or not, but that's like how I hear it, is dream a beautiful dream. Dream your dreams beautifully, Taurus. It's time to start acting on your dreams and to believe and to bring into fruition your dreams, taking it one step at a time, to act on what your heart believes that you are ready to manifest, because you are ready to manifest this. I feel like your mind might be saying, no, we're not quite ready. There's some other things we need to get in place. Your mind is fooling you. Listen to your heart. It's time to act on your heart. It's time to move forward. You are ready. You know that the time is right. You can feel it. You can feel it in your bones. The time is right. Move forward. Dream your beautiful dreams into beautiful reality. It's time to bring to earth the beautiful dreams that you've been dreaming, Taurus. It's time to act on your heart. Take action. You need to take action this week. Act on that heart, and don't let your mind talk you out of it. Your mind is silly. Your mind's being a silly billy. So don't listen to your mind. Act on your heart and manifest your dreams. Start to begin to create your dreams. And for some of you Tauruses, you are creating your dreams. You've begun. You're like, I have begun. Just keep moving forward. You ran into a couple snags, but you can feel the momentum is beginning to change, right? Yeah, that speed up right before it happens. Woohoo! You're getting there. Don't give up. You're at the darkest spot. You felt a little bit stuck, but you can feel the momentum changing. You're going to be able to move forward. The light is beginning to shine. You're going to be able to see more clearly of how to move forward. There was an ebb, and now it's time for the flow. Do you feel that? Do you feel it? Whenever you feel it, begin to act on it, Taurus, because you got this, and it's time for you to dream your beautiful dreams into fruition. It's time, Taurus. I know that you can feel it. If you can feel it, then move forward and keep going. You got this. All right, beloved Taurus, that's the message I have for you this week. I hope that it helps. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Gemini, you got the shock of the new, and I feel like it's a good shock. Like, you're not used to things being this good. You're not used to things going this great. You're not used to feeling this amount of love. Allow it. Allow yourself to open up and receive the love, the beauty, and the goodness that life has to offer. Feel the goodness, feel the love, feel the beauty as you move through this new creation that you've created for yourself, this new reality that you've made for yourself. Allow yourself to feel the beauty, to hear the music, to dance with the music, to really love and be in love. You deserve it, Gemini. And it's time. It's truly time. Don't be nervous if the rumble of change turns into a mighty roar that bursts forth as novel ideas and changing things in a way that is out of your control. This is life happening. Free fall into it. The oracle of the shock of the new comes to you saying, the old way is out. You're being invited, dragged, nurtured, and coerced into the new. You can handle it, Gemini. You are about to encounter something new and different in your life. You're about to encounter This should be helpful. Don't reject it. No matter of how small or insignificant or how powerful and life-changing it may seem to be. You're being asked to dispense with your reliance on the past and what have been your tools to navigate life. You have outgrown your old methods. You will be able to fly by the seat of your pants, so to speak, as you experience with new ways to be in this life. And life is here to show you the way. So let life show you the way. Enjoy the beauty. Enjoy the newness. I know you're not used to it. It's uncomfortable and unknown, but there's plenty to enjoy within it. Choose joy, and joy will choose you. You got this, Gemini. I believe in you. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. Cancer. You got number 24, new birth, guarded vigilantly. So Cancer, I feel like you have to nurture. I feel like for most Cancers, I feel like there might be some Cancers in here that have a newborn that they're taking care of, though. That's so sweet. But for most Cancers, this is a situation. It's a business. It's a creation, an art in some ways for some of you. It's new. It's brand new. And you must treat it gently, kindly, nurture it like the newborn that it is. It's new. It's new birth. It's just born. It's brand new here. So give it the nurturing kindness and support that it needs to be able to grow. Now it's birthed. You have birthed it. You've brought it forth. It has been brought forth. Now it's time to guard it. Don't let those that would destroy it. Don't let stuff snuff it out. Keep it protected, nurtured, and supported for growth. Before, the goal was to bring forth. Now the goal is to grow. So we're not creating no more. We're not birthing and laboring for the new. Instead, we are nurturing and protecting and allowing for growth. You see the difference there, Cancer? So really guard and protect that which you have begun and take care of it and nurture it and believe in the possibility of growth. And know this, like for the Cancers that are out there with the actual newborn babies, they can tell you those babies are not going to be 18 tomorrow. They're not going to move out of the house tomorrow. It doesn't matter how good they guard, how good they protect, how good they nurture, how good they feed and change that baby's diaper. It doesn't matter how good of a protector, nurturer you are. That baby will not be 18 and ready to move out tomorrow. It won't. So understand this takes time, Cancer. That's the message I'm trying to get through to you, is it takes time. It takes time and continual nurturance. We're growing this thing. And birthing is a push through to get there. Growth is a patient nurturance. And you know this more than anyone else, Cancer. You got this. You were born for this. You belong doing this. Feel like you belong, because you do. Nurture and grow that which you have birthed and created. And be patient with timing. Continue to nurture and grow. But definitely this week, nurture and grow it. It won't be ready to move out tomorrow, but it's going to be worth it. All right, beloved Cancers. I hope that this message helped you. I hope that you got everything that you needed. As always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and be in grace. And we've come to the end with my favorite people in the whole entire world, those that would watch a video this long all the way to the end. I love and bestow divine love upon you and your family, and I am so grateful for all of you. I pray blessings on your house and your family and your friend's house and all those that you love. Thank you all so much for making it to the end of this video with me. That prayer is for all those that made it to the end, because you are special, special people, and I would like to give you guys special blessings and prayers for making it all the way to the end with me. I thank you all so much for joining me for the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck this week for the Zodiac signs. I hope that you got a full message and you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed giving it. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. As always, check out celestialgrove.academy for mystic insights and inspirations. I am so grateful. Thank you all so, so much. And as always, be blessed with immense amounts of love.